like, I didn't want to do this. Why am I the one doing this? Yo, what's up? What's happening? It's Sistas with Sabers. We finally figured it out. We cracked the code on this shit. It took a lot of time and a lot of thinking, but we did it. We are 20 minutes until the new year. Oh my God, we made it to 2021. I never thought we would. Ladies, why don't you go around and introduce yourselves to the team?
Hey, this is G. Happy New Year.
Go on, Portia.
Hey, I was waiting. Hey, this is Portia.
Hi, this is Raven.
This is Amanda. Happy New Year.
Yes, I love the hair, Raven. Love the hair, Portia. Everybody's hair looks great. Oh, Amanda, you've got like this Scooby-Doo Velma vibe.
I know really... she's got her little sweater and she's just like, I'm in it. I'm in it.
Right. I'm feeling it. Gee, what's our topic? What are we talking about?
Well, since we were gonna have to keep it short and sweet, so we can talk about, so we can spend a little bit of time with our families. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do like resolutions?
We could do that.
So my idea was to talk about resolutions that we had, like either personally that we feel comfortable sharing, or resolutions that we have for the podcast.
Okay.
Get it?
Well, go Raven. Go.
Oh, I have to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had one. Maybe.
My resolution is the same as it always is, not to make New Year's resolutions.
That's a good one. Touche. You got me.
I'm that girl.
I appreciate that.
Besides, seriously, I'm getting too old to make resolutions at this point. I got 10 days and it all falls apart.
False. I hear Raven's got a birthday coming up, and I think she's gonna get even more beautiful if that's
older than Star Wars, y'all. She's
turning 21. Can you believe it? It's insane. It's fucking insane.
Hey,
my resolution.
I'm still rocking it.
You ain't aged at all.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh,
sexy. Yes.
I come with my own lightsaber, kids.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm just being naughty.
That's a plus. I don't care what planet you're on. That's a plus. Everyone wants it for protection, and it also looks really cool.
It also looks really cool. This one's a candy dispenser too, I'll have you know.
Oh, I had the one that was like a clear lip balm when I was like in high school.
I got this one as a gift from somebody who, saw Star Wars and thought, and it took me about half an hour to figure out how to get the candy out, but whatever, it's fine. Is it a pen dispenser? No, it's like there's like a weird screw thing on the bottom, and I'm like naturally blonde, head to toe dye job. Sorry, go on, Maria. Go on.
No, you're fine. As far as the podcast goes, this coming year, we've got some content coming. I'm going to do an unboxing of me, hopefully, when my DNA test comes back. And it tells us that I am that bitch, apparently. I don't know what it's going to say, but it will
You're going to be
something.
Every bitch.
Right. I'm going to be every bitch. I'm sure I will test positive for just about every cultural ethnicity possible, I'm sure. At some point, and that's fine, whatever. What else is coming? We have a really super secret team up surprise in January, and that's gonna be good. I'm excited for it. What else? Is there anything else that you guys want to do with the pod this year coming up?
I hope it continues to grow.
Yes.
I would like to double our listener count in this year.
Well, if everyone has a baby, then yeah. So y'all better start fucking.
No.
What?
Yeah, I just want to be clear about that. I'm out of that pool too.
What?
Yeah,
No,
we
I
can
mean
all
the
just start playing our podcast in graveyards.
Gee, oh my god.
Maybe that too. You guys are fucking best.
And
Amanda, what
also,
do you
I would
got?
like
Tell
to
me
be able to do like a charity stream. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be dope. We could do
Which
that.
charity? Because are we talking about me or are we talking about
Me. The charity is me.
Oh,
Give
okay.
me money.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
Yes.
You know, I want to be on the same page with everybody, you know.
The charity of Sisters with Sabers. Give us
Right.
money.
Oh wow. I don't know if we'll ever do anything for like finance for us, but I would like to partner with maybe like a domestic violence,
Yeah.
charity. That would be dope.
Absolutely.
Doing something for like
Food
I don't
bank.
know. A food bank, yeah.
Yeah, just
Or
do something useful for the community. That's what we're here for.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
really what it's about. So
Yeah.
I think that's something to look into in the new year and find like a charitable cause that's going to match up with us. That's easy for us to partner with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dope idea. For
Can
sure.
people like see us and
Yeah,
hear us?
Rez is in the chat. They're finally like they're with us now.
They're
Oh.
coming in.
Yeah, they're slowly trickling in. I don't blame them.
They're incredibly patient and putting up with us,
Aren't
and
they?
we love you
Just like
guys for
that.
being patient.
Thank you so
We
much.
have one brain cell.
Look, we had like a gong
Girl,
droid.
don't
We had
even
all
try to
kinds of
push it
stuff.
like that.
We have a single brain cell, and Liv decided to spend time with her family.
Yeah, so now we're down to like a quarter of a brain cell. At least when it comes to live streaming. Otherwise, we're fine.
There you go. Amanda, we got 12 minutes till the new year. Tell us all about it. What's your resolution, hun?
Yes.
I think my resolution is honestly just, I know it's kind of boring, but just stay safe and just try to, I want 2021 to be better than 2020. I mean, just kind of like not sit back and to make the most of it, but make the most of it while being safe.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I will probably, if everything goes well and like the vaccine hits and people ain't tripping, I might like do more trips this year. That would be cool.
If everything goes well, we can have the very first SistaCon of 2020.
Right?
Right? Now you're talking.
We got to go someplace where they don't have police officers.
Yeah. We
No
have to go.
Unless they're the kind that take their clothes off. Those kind are fine.
Even those.
We should do that. Like go to an all-male review.
You know what though? Here's the thing about the all-male review, and I'll keep it short because I know we've got time. But the all-male review is usually this group of incredibly beautiful men with the rhythm of a dead fish and the dancing skills of a kindergarten talent show.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen the Thunder from Down Under, and there's
some sensuality and male exotic
not.
dancers. I'm just like,
I saw Thunder from Down Under too, and the dancing was not great.
No, they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Like $25, I got to sit on one of them's lap and feel their penis.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's fair.
No, honey, if you can't have rhythm when dancing, you probably don't have it where I need it.
I don't need rhythm. I'm just saying. I mean, that's not a rhythm. That's just pounding.
Baby, if I don't have to buy you a metronome, we'll be all right. But
I mean, that's why you put the Genuine on. Genuine will help you get there. Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you're going for that, younger crew. My crew is still listening to Led Zeppelin. So
whatever works, whatever floats your boat. I'm just saying, whatever it takes.
I need a guy who likes Barry Manilow. Okay.
Well, I'll let your boy and see where Smolder's at with that.
He can call me Mandy. I know he likes Barry Manilow, and I know he likes that song. So he can call me Mandy.
Mhm.
My name.
I'm learning all kinds of shit about you. That's what's up.
I got little
I'm
secrets here
waiting
and
on
there.
Marshall to drop the tour dates. That's what I'm waiting on.
You waiting on that. Get them
Portia and
dates.
I will be collecting bail money starting now.
Someone's gonna have to put the bail fund.
The Blurred
Somebody put
Girl
Naked out
Jedi
there.
Bail Fund will be our first
Right.
charity.
Mm.
Ben.
Virtual boyfriend Ben is in the chat.
Who?
Hi, honey.
Still is on and popping. Hey, boo.
I love bugs.
I miss
Yeah.
you.
Portia, what you
see the chat?
Huh? You can't see the chat?
No.
You gotta go to the
that's
comments.
Yeah, go to the right side of the screen.
We're
Portia,
gonna
what's
have-
your resolution? We got like 8 minutes.
My resolution. Well, I might have two. One for me and one for the. Like I said before, for the podcast, I just want more viewers. To expand our podcast, to expand. And for me personally, I just hope to find myself this year a little bit better than this year, next year. 2021 instead of 2022, because everything got messed up.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still legally 27 because this year was bullshit.
I get that, and I'll allow it.
Mhm. Yeah, mine is like to figure out what I want to do. My personal resolution is to just figure out what I want to do with my life and then just get my shit together. Getting my shit together is my New Year's resolution.
Okay. I get that.
That's a good resolution, though. That's a good resolution to make at any point, but definitely New Year.
Mm-hmm.
Getting one's shit together is important. Ree's in the chat. Oh my god. I love you, Ree.
Hi, Ree. We love you.
Hey!
We love you, sissy.
Ben's resolution is to steal Chris Pine's digits for Portia.
Oh, you mean Chris Evans? You mean Evans?
I'll take Chris Pine. We will share Chris Pine.
Okay. Right?
Yeah, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Right? Hey, we're a sharing kind of group, We want everybody to be happy,
Except for the Sway. That's all me. So I love you.
Yeah.
I love you, though.
Well, hey, the smolder is all mine, but I'm pretty certain I'm the only one shooting for that. So
yeah,
that's all you, Raven.
Actually, really
good. You're good, Ben.
You guys, when you get the picture of me wrapped in the cake, you guys are all going to be really jealous. I'm going to do it better than Terry did. Love you, Terry, but I'm going to do it better.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry. Hey, 6 minutes,
so
girls.
All the time. When she sees an old white lady, she's like, Grandma. I'm like, no, that's a different old white lady. She cannot tell the difference between Santa Claus and her grandfather because they are both
not necessarily a bad thing, though.
Yeah, Santa Claus is everyone's grandfather.
Oh,
there are worse things to be mistaken for than Santa Claus, really.
That's true. Also true.
Grandpa.
That's funny, though. I'm just like, what? She does it with her dad too. Anytime we're near like a white male with red hair, like, Daddy.
No.
Not really. Close. You're close. She's hilarious. She
is. I like that video you posted of her when y'all was baking the cookies.
Oh yeah.
And she's just like, let's just dump them on there.
Let's go.
She's so
that's how
kids
that shit from. That's some me shit there. Some fucking.
We ain't got time for this. We're not putting them up here one by one. Let's just dump them on now.
Yeah, she had a good Christmas. She really wasn't interested in the Ahsoka bear, but maybe it'll grow on her.
Well, she's 2. Nothing, I would imagine, is interesting for more than 3 minutes. So whatever is completely uninteresting today will be interesting tomorrow. You know?
Also facts.
All right, Curls, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
4 minutes. It just flipped to 4 minutes. Okay,
well,
so
y'all gotta
4
realize
minutes.
y'all are 1 hour ahead of me, so
I'm not ahead of you. I'm going with the time that they have. It's an hour for me too. You know, but
it's like almost 9 where I am, so it's not even
exactly.
Oh wow!
We'll just do it twice, Amanda. You and me, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Oh shit, girls, we have a reason to party more than one time in a night.
There you go.
Got my daiquiri with me. Hey.
Got to.
Hold on, let me get my entire bottle of fucking Prosecco. I'll be right back.
I'm drinking amaretto because I like to make it easy on myself. So we're just having amaretto tonight.
I know you're a fan of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Not that I didn't have vodka earlier, but that was during the pink milk thing, and I was, hanging out. So
milk, aren't they amazing?
Milk. They're so wonderful. I love those guys. I was with them last night.
I was letting the chat, and I'm here for it. I love it. Do it.
I was with Pink Milk last night with Blue Bantha Milk. Brian and Mark were on with me. And then tonight I got to sit in on Pink Milk's live stream, just, not a part of it, but just in the chat. But what a great group of people and just so much fun. I mean, I just turn it on and listen. Like, I have nothing to say. I'm just listening, but it's wonderful. 3 minutes. Who's counting? Maria, you're going to pass into 2021 before almost everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to be in the future, baby.
Baby. Something tells me it's the same as what's going on right now in my world.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, darling.
2 minutes. Can you believe it?
Let me unwrap this.
There's a couple guys I know that might be able to
finally 2020 will end.
Yep.
2020 will end. And even though, like we said, I don't think anything's going to change, at least,
overnight,
for the love of God.
Yeah.
Please, can we just not say 2020?
Yes, and just because we're going into a new year does not mean that COVID is gone. That does not give y'all the right to still go out and do whatever the hell y'all want.
I wish it magically meant COVID was gone.
I'm excited for Hayden to bring it back to Star Wars.
Ooh.
For the new year.
How me doing?
Hayden Christensen is coming back to Star Wars. So that gives me hope for 2021 because it means they'll be filming.
A New Hope?
Well, if nothing else, it's going to be really, really beautiful.
A New Hope, all right.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Maria.
Look, I'm not dead. You know what I mean? Like you get married, but does your pussy fall off?
No.
What do people think happens once you get to the end of the aisle?
My virgin ears.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
What did y'all do?
Oh my God, Ben!
A long time ago. Okay, I haven't done that since I was in
yesterday.
The ball is dropping, Maria.
Year, okay, sophomore year. Okay, and then I moved on.
Is everybody watching the clock here? I'm watching the clock.
It's time.
It's time.
It's a new
year for her. It's a new year
for me.
Happy 2021, Maria.
Happy 2021 to you, Maria.
I'm in the future. And
Amanda will be calling you in 4 hours.
How does it feel?
Bald-headed bitch.
Wait, what?
Bald-headed bitch.
2020.
Oh, yes.
Say bitch.
I can't stand her.
No teeth having ass.
Like I said, if I see her in the street, she's getting it. She getting it. Ooh, dang,
2020 is, a girl where her wig isn't laid.
Her
edges aren't laid.
Charged.
And you know, she's got a visible panty line.
Oh, that's the worst. Yikes.
Where I come from, that's a stoning offense, baby.
Oh my god.
Okay, so bringing it back to Star Wars, now that New Year's is here and we can talk happily because it's 2021 and 2020 is behind us. Well,
Love
some
you,
of us.
Ben.
Yes, we love you, Ben.
Is he going to bed?
Zodiac year is
He's going
it?
to bed, Ben? Oh.
I don't know, but he just.
I'll send you a picture in the morning. I love you. I told y'all Ben was my virtual man.
That's
There's
our
nothing wrong
virtual
with that.
husband.
It's not like I'm gonna find anybody better. Come on, he gets it. Okay,
He's a wonderful person. I love him.
Wait, I don't think I've ever met Ben. Is he like the official boyfriend of the podcast or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I think we can make Ben the official boyfriend.
That would be nice.
I think it's a good, solid choice. He's dependable. He's supportive, and he'll drag a bitch through the street. He will.
And someone will pay for it.
Read the tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Ben.
I love that Ben read.
I don't know how good it is, but pretend.
Oh, he's sick, baby.
Hey, Jonathan, what's up? What's happening?
What's up, everybody?
So you said bringing it back to Star Wars, Raven. What did you want to talk about? Our favorite Star Wars moments of 2020, or you want to just look at the future? What are we most excited about?
I think favorite moments is always more fun because there's a better chance that people know what we're talking about.
Okay, let's do that.
I don't have a favorite moment because I just can't think of anything particularly that would, apply to me personally.
If only there was somebody that came in at the last minute on The Mandalorian with last episode with boots on and that shiny belt buckle.
That shiny belt buckle.
I haven't
Not that I was focusing on the belt
but I got spoiled for it.
I'm sorry?
I haven't seen the last episode, but I got spoiled for it, so I'm sorry, Rihanna, if you're still here. I'm preemptively pouring one out from my man Grogu.
Okay.
You made it sound a little bit worse than.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my closest friends, one of my very best friends, he's a Star Wars fan, and he's watching The Mandalorian with his daughters. And so they're making it a family thing, and they're little. They're like, 4 and 6, I think. So he's watching one episode every so often with the girls, and he's like 4 episodes behind. And I'm like, dude, don't even call me. Nope. Don't even call.
Stay on the internet.
He doesn't do that anyway. But it's just like, man, what's wrong with you? Tie those children to the couch and get it done.
That's
could just
funny.
be me. No, I think so.
I care for children as well.
My favorite moment of 2020, my favorite Star Wars moment is connected to that moment, but it's actually not that moment. And I talked about this the other night when I was on with Blue Bantha Milk. For me, I mean, obviously that was a huge moment for me personally. I mean, not that it wasn't for everybody, but for me, that's
your guy.
It's my guy and my boots. And
Your boots are amazing.
Facts.
But what was really amazing to me, and this is a massive shout out to the director, to the writers, but mostly to the guys who control Grogu and the guy behind the mask, Pedro Pascal. Because I sat there 44, and I know it's 44 years later, and I forgot that the guy in the boots was standing there when they were having their moment between Grogu and Din. I forgot the other guy was even standing there because what they were doing and what they were experiencing was so powerful. And for me, that was actually a bigger moment. The reality that this character I've just met and this other character that I've just met, I mean, granted, it's been 2 seasons, but honestly, just met, was so engaging that I legitimately forgot that the guy whose had me coming back 40 years later was standing there. And I completely forgot about him until they went back to him. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's here, isn't he? Like, all right. So, I mean, I personally just want to say, not that he's listening, but to Pedro and to everybody involved, but particularly Pedro, to make me forget the guy with the green saber is a skill no one else has managed to do. And they did it beautifully, because I didn't even notice that they made me forget about him until it was like, oh, look, there he is. Oh yeah. Didn't he show up 5 minutes ago? So that was my moment, really, was being able to be distracted from the thing that I can never really be distracted from. So.
Okay. That's a good memory. That's a good one. Who's got one? I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, because you've been so loud.
I feel like it. I feel like maybe it's because the dress be so loud.
Well, the dress is loud, but it's a beautiful loud. It's a beautiful loud. It's like not like
between Mariah and Beyonce.
Loud. Yeah, that's like Beyonce, Mariah loud. Like, that's good loud. You're good. You're good.
I don't know. I guess my favorite Star Wars moment of 2020. I don't know. Does this count as a Star Wars moment?
Sort of. It's Star Wars adjacent. I want to say
a Star Wars moment. This is the Star Wars moment.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
It's the first Star Wars moment of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really grateful to you ladies. On a personal note, this has been a 2020 highlight for me. Starting the show, getting it off the ground, and then like, oh my God, I don't have any friends. Who the hell is gonna do this stupid show with me? And then putting the tweet out, and I never imagined I would get more than like 1 or 2 people. Like, and I still remember that first call and how many people showed up. And I was just like, oh my God. Half of these people are probably just here to make fun of me. But I'm so glad that somebody showed up. And you're still here.
That's just so ridiculous. Just coming into a Skype, just out of your Skype information, just logging in and going,
look at this. So.
Well, but let's be clear. Star Wars Twitter tells me that there are plenty of people out there who would absolutely go that far just to be a pain in the butt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like somebody would do that just to cap. It's fine. I'm okay with it. But thank you so much for participating, all of you, and you all bring something fantastic to the group. And I think I want to like use that more. I want to figure out how to use everyone's gifts in a way that makes sense and benefits the show. So I don't know if you can draw or sing a song or something. I don't know.
I mean, I can't sing a song, but I will sing a song.
Sing.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
let's go. Let's go.
No, not right now.
5, 6, 7,
I
8.
can sing a song, right?
Yes.
Should all the acquaintance be forgotten?
Oh, there you go.
Brought to mind.
Moving.
All the words. Old Lang Syne.
Wow. It's like Mariah sang it right here.
Thank you.
I love you, G.
Marie.
Not quite that. It's not quite Mariah. I love you, G.
It's good though. It's good though. I felt it. I felt it.
I felt it through my soul. It gave me. I had like goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the emotion. You know?
I thought it was eczema, but it's goosebumps.
What?
I don't know what I did to you today.
I'm teasing you.
Eczema.
I love you. I said you Buckeyes.
I know. Finally, somebody understands me. Maria said the entire thing of Buckeyes, which are the best candy.
I've never eaten them.
You should. They're great.
Never heard of them.
They're an Ohio thing. They're basically just like a peanut butter cup, except it's like in the shape of a Buckeye.
You said peanut peanut butter. You say peanut butter. I don't want to know. I'm good. No, thank you.
Yeah,
I like peanut butter cups.
So when are we kicking Portia off?
We lost Portia.
Bye, Portia.
Bye.
No, I ain't going
No.
nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I like
girl.
peanut butter.
What? Portia, you're cutting out. Sorry, the feed is just really bad. I don't know what's going on.
Is it? You guys are funny.
Don't fall for that. Amanda, what's your Star Wars memory of the year?
Yes. Tell me.
I
The
think
last year.
yeah. Or still this year. But
Or still this year, depending on
You're
where
still, yeah, you're still in 2020.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
get it out.
yeah, I think for me it's like probably less of like a single moment and more like just I really like the fact that the frog lady was introduced. Like I love that character. Like just so like really wholesome. Yeah.
That's a good one.
She was
I
wonderful
love that
too.
one.
I love that she got
Yeah.
to come back from season 1. It's the same lady who did Quill.
Yep.
I love that she got a job.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
Well, and she plays a character that doesn't have, vocalization the likes of which we're used to. And the fact that she's able to really express so much emotion in her movement and the way that she does things, and the way she runs toward her hubby and the way she coddles Grogu, when they're in their little hut, and stuff like that. It's just a very real, a real character. You really feel like you know this person at some point in your life. Maybe it's your grandma or your favorite aunt or, the neighbor lady, whatever your, experience is. But yeah, just really a warm and delightful character and somebody easy to root for. You're not like, oh, the frog lady. Like nobody's like that.
Everybody loves the frog lady.
Everybody loves the frog lady.
She's the only person who has like a healthy relationship in the entire.
That's true.
That's right. You know that's right.
My favorite.
That's why she won't be back because she has a healthy
now.
relationship.
That's true. That was a good one, Amanda.
That was.
I guess my moment is Clone Wars coming back. Like the one thing I thought would never happen in my life. Like I had let it go. It's like I was over it. Like, it's like, okay, it's not coming back. I just need to deal with that. And so I just put it in a box and said, it's okay. I've still got all these great episodes to watch and they'll be there forever. And I've got the Dark Disciple book and this is it. And then bam, season 7 hits and I'm right back in it. And I'm like,
yep.
What do you mean there's no more, Dave? Fuck you. I know there's more.
There's freaking more. Give me more.
There is more. I know there's an ending for Cad Bane.
How do you like it? How do you like
it? We did get singing. We did get
singing. Look at that.
Hey, so if you got your Sistas with Sabers bingo card out, you can go ahead and cover singing.
If you have a Sisters with Sabers bingo card, I want to make sure that you've checked off that we've mentioned the Detroit Man. We've mentioned Mr. Smolder. We've mentioned Ewan. We've mentioned Anakin. And
somebody should have bingo by now.
And we sang. So somebody should have bingo by now.
Somebody could actually make the Sisters with Sabers get a bingo card. I would love.
Who's gonna make it? Who's gonna make it?
I said someone, not me.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, noted.
Sorry, my favorite K-pop guy is performing right now, and I'm watching on mute.
Who's performing? I exit out of it by now.
Baekhyun is performing his solo stuff.
Oh.
I don't know how to watch my guy on any other setting than mute, but
I did that last night. So
how dare
Marshall did an interview.
You can't.
Well, I listened to it. For show. But for intimate reasons, I wanted to pretend he was calling me. So I did that.
Grabbed somebody else's cell phone and put it up to the speaker. And
well, if you turn the phone the other way, then it looks like it does when you're FaceTiming somebody. And then I just turn the volume down. And and so, and then you
I feel
Take
like
care
that
of
would
business.
just so your ideal like fantasy is like him FaceTiming you, but doing a podcast at the same time.
No, it's meant to like. Never mind. You know what? Let's just move on.
I was just going to. I want to go ahead and answer that question just for inquiring minds. I absolutely believe that she would be perfectly fine if he didn't talk, but she'd rather he did. In my particular case, I watch my guy on mute, and honestly, considering what I want him for, he can go on ahead and stay on mute.
I'm done. I'm not even gonna finish the rest of my thought. We're just gonna move on.
Makes me watch Fox News. Don't talk to me.
Have mercy.
Right?
Terrible. That's a
He's on Fox News.
Worse than death.
Unfortunately, yes. On occasion. Yeah. I know.
What?
Don't worry, honey. I'm gonna fix it.
You better fix it soon.
I'm doing what I can. I got 10 days to figure out how to get him to, pop out of my birthday cake. After that, I promise you he'll be on our side.
Surprise, Raven!
I know, right?
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, sorry. I was
place.
dragging us off course, and I shouldn't be doing that. Portia, you need to hose me down. Let's move on to Star Wars.
Do you?
So don't you think we've had enough of that?
Well, you know me. I don't have any self-control. So if you're looking for self-control, you should probably talk to, Amanda or G.
Yeah,
they're more disciplined.
Obviously. Someone has to keep us under control.
So let's talk about discipline. It's just I don't say things. I may feel things, but I don't say things. I may agree, but I will never say that I agree.
That's fair. That's completely fair. And no one expects everyone to speak up because some of us don't have anything to say. If I, had to go with my real life, well, that's what I have to say to that. But anyways, I was going to say, let's bring it back on to Star Wars. What's everybody looking forward to in 2021?
Oh, gosh.
Wait, is that coming out in 2021?
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, but I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a sucker for good animation, so I'm excited for Visions.
I keep on forgetting that they're turning that into that.
I think that animation too for Star Wars is really, really a positive thing because you can go a little farther when you're talking about aliens and so on and so forth.
You can be more
real, quote unquote, with the movements and so on and so forth. I mean, in real life, there's only so much you can fake. We've seen that in movies and in TV and I mean, and just in this most recent issue, it's just like, was it perfect? No. But it's never going to be. You can't travel back in time and make him 40 years younger than he is. It's just not possible. Right. But we talked about it again, like I said, on the Blue Bantha the other night, that, for a short period of time, what went on, I think was fine. If you're going to do anything larger than that, you need to call Seb and have some, help. But I think that, technology is so wonderful, but it hasn't quite caught up to, the imagination of the people making Star Wars, the people watching Star Wars, us right here. We all want the characters that we love, be it from animation, from a comic book, from a book. If you get lucky and somebody's fanfic becomes the real thing, you want something that looks like the way that they describe it. And I just don't think that you can do that outside of animation as well. As you can with animation, which is unfortunate for me because I'm just not a big animation person. I mean, I love to watch the animation of, crap that I watched when I was a kid, but generally speaking for me, I can't get super involved in it. And that's just me. It's not like a criticism. I wish I could because there'd be a crap load more stuff I could watch. But at the same time, I think it's going to be really good for storytelling too, because I think that Star Wars has come to realize that Clone Wars isn't just for little kids. You know, where a lot of times people consider cartoons to be for little kids, and they're not. And it's becoming more real to people now. I mean, obviously with anime, you know, that hasn't been for little kids for 100 billion years. And anybody who's involved in anime on any level knows that. But there's that, you know, that overarching view of, you know, cartoons for kids. And it's just like, not necessarily. And I think that Star Wars has a special place in that, because they do have these quote unquote real world, you know, basis to work from when they create these animated series and stuff like that. You know, so I'm really excited for that, because I think that for the people who love those background characters, or those characters that people aren't quite as familiar with, it's a wonderful opportunity to just explore those characters and tell their stories and go to all these different worlds and see all of these different cultures and peoples and so on and so forth. And, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate we don't do it in the real world in the sense of actual people and actual cultures. But I mean, I suppose it's a start if we can at least work on it in the animated world. But, you know, when people are talking about Tamura, you know, including you know, some of his own cultural, you know, historical fighting, you know, style into the character of Boba Fett. You know, for somebody like me, that's amazing, because I was brought up in a house where, you know, everything was beautiful. A haka is beautiful. And if you haven't seen one, I'm sorry for you, because they make me cry every dang time. And I am not, you know, it's not connected to me, you know, by any, you know, heritage or anything. I just think it's beautiful. But I was brought up to think that all different cultures and what they had to offer were beautiful. Rain dances and, you know, clogging and Irish dancing and good Lord, my last name is very German. So believe me, I've seen more lederhosen bouncing around than I ever want to think about. I'm from Wisconsin, and yes, I can polka. But I think it's really wonderful when we can start to see those different things kind of incorporated. And I think sometimes it's easier to kind of introduce it to people when you put it, you know, put Star Wars above it and send it out. People might be a little bit more willing to look at it than they might otherwise. And I'm going to stop babbling now, because I'm babbling, but go ahead.
I think you landed on some good points there.
In the middle of my babbling, there was a good point somewhere.
Oh, hush. You know what I mean.
No, I know what I mean. And that's usually how it goes.
No, you always hit
Why
a good
use 10 words when I can use 10,000, Maria? God.
Oh, here we go. I think that you're really onto something with representation. I'm hopeful for the future of representation. There was a short that just recently came out called Out that is now on Disney Plus, and it's a Pixar thing. It has nothing at all to do with Star Wars, but the fact that Disney is like getting the balls to actually like put it out there, you know, and participate in the conversation bodes well for Star Wars going forward in the future. So
certainly. And I think that, you know, as much as we'd like to see broad sweeping immediate changes, to you know, make sure that everyone is represented, I also don't want you to put a character in a show and label them as this because you're trying to please a group of people who want that. They want a real character that you put some freaking effort into and think about. Talk to people who are in the community and make that character real. Thank you. I don't want to hear about queer coded. Make the damn character queer, for crying out loud. It's not going to, you know,
it's not that hard.
To me, that's where it comes from. And I talked to Maria about this. We had a telephone conversation not too long ago where I said to her, have you noticed in the commercials? Whole lot of commercials lately, lots of mixed race couples. Like every couple in the paper towel commercial and this commercial and that commercial. And they're not pointing it out. It just is.
It's there.
And eventually people are just going to stop noticing because it just is. And it doesn't mean that we shouldn't say.
Most people were going to stop noticing.
Right. Well, most people. I mean,
there's nothing we can do about the Klan.
Yeah, those people you can't fix. But the majority of people who don't like something or simply don't like it because it's unusual or unknown. And I think that the best way that we can really make representation count is not say, look, we have our token queer character. No, make the character interesting. You know, turn the characters that people already think are queer coded, or, you know, pick your, you know, group at your will, you know, but make those characters actually be those things. They're already those things to the people who are watching your show or your movie or whatever.
And hire people from those communities.
Yes, hire people from the community, especially, I mean, granted, you definitely want people from the community on camera, but I think it might even be more important to have them in the writer's room so that they're making the call.
That's that shit I'm talking about right there.
Yep.
Making sure that the voice sounds right.
Yes, because I mean, when I hear somebody say this character is queer coded, or this character is this coded or that coded, it's like, okay, but you understand that you're missing everybody else who has implicit bias, which most of us are born with. So you can't code it. Fucking do it. Take the bull by the fucking horns and fucking do it. You're not, I mean, Disney, Star Wars, you're not having people like boinking on screen. And honestly, I don't want to see that happening between anybody in Star Wars. Like, let's keep it kind of sort of kids family. But, you know,
Finn and Poe.
Yeah, well, no, I'm totally fine with
I would watch it.
I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I don't think it should be in the middle of a Star Wars movie that I'm going to take my 5-year-old niece to. Because looking at that on any level.
Don't tell me I said
you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, have the people in the writer's room so that we're not saying it's coded this way. It really is this way. And this character is speaking from this place, from being a, you know, a heterosexual or a homosexual or a blah, 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 blah. It's always been that way, that it's always been heterosexual, and it's mostly men, and they are mostly after the girl. It's not like that in the real world. But in the real world, when you meet someone who is not a cis het, you know, person, they don't automatically raise their hand and go, hey, by the way, just so you know. So why would you do that in a movie? Why would you do it in a TV show? You wouldn't. This is who the person is, and who they love is who they love. And what should matter to you is who the character is and who the person they love is. Fucking care who it is, as long as they're, you know, it's like any of you ladies, okay? I don't care who you do or don't go to bed with. All I care about is that the people that are in your life matter to you and treat you with the respect and love that you deserve. Who they are does not matter, nor should it, because it's none of my business. But if you want me to be all up in your business, I still only care that they're treating you the right way. And I think that's what so much media needs to do. They need to stop worrying about waving the flag and saying, look at us, we're supporting. No, just fucking do it. Don't tell me you're going to do it. Do it. Put those people in the director's chair. And yes, put those people in front of cameras so we can all sit there and go, well, they're just normal people. Well, duh, that's always been the case. But for a lot of people who don't know, they don't know. So just put it there. Make it normal. Stop acting like it's a big deal. Make it normal.
This is like a tell them
too. Is with that, like, you know, it's important to have people from those communities that are being represented, you know, not just in front of the camera, not just in the writing room, not just in the director's chair, but at all levels, because bias exists at all levels. Like, as you were saying, that, you know, we all in some way, shape, or form may or do carry some sort of bias, and that's going to impact all levels. For instance, like casting, if that, if, you know, that's a big component of like the filmmaking process. And that's where like a big chunk of making sure that representation, you know, is there. that matters.
Mhm.
And so if there's somebody who,
Right.
you know, it's an unbalanced like team of people working to cast, you know, there's going to be biases bleeding through in the people who are selected. And that's an issue. So I think like, again, just to like echo it, it's important that, you know, the communities are represented at all levels of the filmmaking or just like TV
Absolutely.
show making
whatever the product is.
People doing photo shoots, you know, can we have a photo shoot of a woman in a dress like what Maria's wearing, except that the person next to her is not a man in a tux? How does that affect the damn dress? It doesn't. But it shows that the person who took the picture, who made the dress, who runs the magazine, understands that everybody wearing that dress isn't going out
looking for a man.
Yeah, and it's, to me, it's just, you know, and again, you know, I have a very warped view of reality because I was raised to believe that everybody is allowed to be whoever the hell they want. I mean, Boy George was a real reality for me at like age 5, and my mom was like, he wants to look that way, and I'm like, aces. You know, I didn't think anything beyond that. Like, if that's what he wants to look like, I'm just mad because his makeup's better than mine, which it still is, by the way. Thanks, George. But it's, you know, put it out there and understand that people do have implicit bias, and people who have implicit bias, don't be offended. It's just part of life, the way you're raised. I'm cis het. So yes, of course, generally when I'm watching a show, I'm going to ship a guy and a chick because that's the way my brain works. But I'm realizing over time, as I meet more people and see more things, and especially when I hear people talk about coding and stuff like that, because that's kind of a new thing to me, because again, implicit bias, you know, and I'm realizing that it's not that I have a problem with Finn and Poe. It just didn't occur to me because I'm a heterosexual woman. That's why. It just didn't occur to me. Do I have a problem with it? Fuck no. Well, a little, because Oscar should come home with me. But other than that, I don't have a problem with it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that I had a problem with it. It just didn't occur to me because I don't think that way. And that is what implicit bias is. And that's what we need to get past, as Amanda was saying. Make sure that we have people at every level who are saying, no, wait. If you make this character do that, you are implying that they are wrong, weird, not normal. Fill in the blank with, you know, the most derogatory term that doesn't sound derogatory you can come up with, because that's what we've been doing for 100 billion years. And it's stupid. I mean, honestly, it's stupid. It's incredibly stupid, because honestly, how many people do you know where you're in the bedroom when they're doing it? Not very many. So who fucking cares? It's what I think, but that's just me. But again, it's, you know, put it out there, make it normal, and try not to do it and say token. Look, we have a gay character. You know, look, we have a trans character. No, just
please
have them there. Just have them be there. And you know, I mean, I hate to do it because we end up doing it a lot. But hey, Star Wars, check out, you know, Discovery, where we've got a non-binary character who's right there in the middle, and no one's having an issue understanding what that is. And the most beautiful thing about it is they turn to a character, see, implicit bias, turn to a character and say, it's they. I'm not she, I'm not he, I'm they. And the character says, oh, okay. And that's it. It's done. That's the kind of education that we need, including obviously me, because even I slip. But again, it's not because I don't care and I don't want to respect people. It's because I'm old, and for 44 years of my life, almost, you know, at least the first 40,
I get it.
There was only one or two, you know, but it's not because I don't think that it matters. It's just implicit bias. But that's how you teach people like me. You put Adira from Star Trek Discovery in front of me and you have them say, it's not he or she, it's they. Okay, they. I get it. It might take me a minute to really stick it in there so I don't forget. But I do get it. And I understand that it's important. But if you put it out there in that very real way of people having to experience and go through those processes, people will learn. And there's nothing wrong with making it more accessible to everybody, because there's just so much, assumption that people make about different people. It's like, they're not any different than you. They're not. Because it doesn't really matter who they marry or love or don't, as much as it doesn't matter who you do, right? Like, who you're married to, how does that affect anybody else? It doesn't. And that's what's important. So, sorry, tell them sissing all over the place, but
no, you're fine.
It frustrates me because I think we spend too much time banner waving and not enough time actually doing the work and talking to the people who can give you the knowledge you need to do better. As Amanda was saying, every level of the business has to have all different kinds of people, because I may say something that is offensive to someone, but not have any, clue that it's offensive. Right. If there's no one to tell me, I'm just going to keep doing it, which of course makes me look like a jackass. Right. I would rather you say, hey, can you not call me this or refer to me as this, address, whatever. Tell me so that I know. And yes, I'm going to screw up because I'm human, but there's a difference between me screwing up and me actively ignoring what you've asked me to do. And once you've asked me, if I continue to do it, then I'm ignoring you. And then I am being disrespectful. And I am a piece of garbage. But if I make a mistake once and go, my bad, I meant this, I'm trying. And I'm old. It takes time to get used to anything, I mean, just as simple as Maria and I had that first discussion about biracial when we had the biracial experience with Ray. She said, I like the word mixed. Okay, my bad. I mean, no problem. I can change that. But if no one tells me, how do I know? Right?
Fact.
There are many other words I can use to describe what we were talking about. I have no problem making that change. And she didn't, scream and yell and call me names. She just said, hey, that word sucks. Okay, fair enough. And it's not, we just all have to be willing to learn, and we have to be willing to teach in the appropriate way so that it doesn't, I hate to say it, but it doesn't feel like an attack. We shouldn't have to kid glove people who have been assholes all this time. But if you don't kid glove a little, it's going to be really hard to
construct
reel them in. It really is. Yeah. I mean, constructively. Don't baby people who need to be smacked.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies. We are approaching the hour mark. No, it's fine. It's fine. I just don't know.
Reverend Raven had a word for us.
She did. She had a serious word.
Sorry.
Raven, guess who left a comment in the chat?
Who left a comment in the chat?
The genie. I know.
Who's she?
Nothing. Anyway, never mind that. The important thing is all of our wishes are supposed to come true now. So that's good news. That's good karma.
Looking at you, baby boy. Yeah, he's on the screen next to you.
I'm sure. Closing arguments, ladies. We're at an hour. I don't want to hold people hostage.
Closing
I'm shutting
argument. Happy New Year. Hope that 2021 is better for all of us. Hope that it brings you some sort of, if not happiness, some form of contentment. And remember to stream God7 in the new year.
I mean, please, because these boys are about to end their contract soon. I don't know what's going on.
Please. I need another album. Breath was so good.
Do you have closing arguments, Portia?
Basically, G just stole everything that I wanted to say, except for the got 7 part. But yeah, but please
remember to stream breath.
Amanda, what you got?
Yeah, she already said pretty much everything. Happy New Year to everyone. Remember that coronavirus has not left us yet, so do try to stay safe and stay healthy. And yeah, remember to look after your mental health as well.
Yeah, don't have a breakdown like me. Don't do it. It's not cute. Oh, I go in and out, but it's been a tough year for everyone.
Oh yeah.
We love you though.
I know.
Love you.
And thank you. You're so supportive. I don't know how you deal with my bullshit, but I'm glad that you do. Thank you so much, ladies. You're the best.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2021. We're here. Woohoo.
You're there. We're still in 2020.
Yeah, we're still in 2020. I got like 20 minutes left.
Damn it. Well, I hope we get there soon for you guys. We'll see you guys on the next Sistas with Sabers. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.